Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy spring, YouTubers. It's my little Hydro Hoop House channel here. Do an update. It's officially spring. It's the 23rd of March. Beautiful day today, about 72 degrees in North Georgia. Just do a little update here. These are most of my stock for my tomatoes this spring. Some people have given me some of them. I've raised the others. Some I bought, some I've been raising. Got these guys. These will probably be soil grown, or will be, or maybe go in cocoa. I got some bush style in there and some indeterminates. Over here is a early glow June bear strawberries. You notice back here the beans are gone, and the celery, I harvested the celery. I pulled the beans out. Actually pulled them out of the buckets and kept the root balls intact, and I transplanted them into the dirt out here, and they've done pretty well. I had to cover them up the other night with plastic. It's freezing temps, but it looks pretty good. It looks like they might take off. Over here are my Swiss. These are called Glacier. This is a European strain out of Switzerland. People say they're not heat tolerant. They're looking kind of rough. Feeding them well. I mean, they're growing, got big stalks, putting on flowers. They're just looking. Anybody knows what's happening there. I've just never been a great soil grower. Not in containers. I can grow them in the ground, but not get them in the buckets. I don't know if I'm overwatering, underwatering, overfeeding, underfeeding. And the plants, you can see them. They're a potato leaf indeterminate, or they're determinate actually, but they're an heirloom, that old style leaf. They don't look like they're lacking from feed. I haven't put some Epsom salts in there. I mean, the water is not overly done, or if you're running out the bottom, but I've never seen a tomato that wasn't heat tolerant. You know, I think they could breed in some cold tolerance, but you think any tomato would tolerate heat because they're a summer vegetable. But anyways, got some cucumbers and stuff, and a little bunch of onions trying to come up over here. If you can see them just starting to come up. Some more strawberries. Here's my strawberries. Here they finally started. I've been pinching blooms now for about 2 weeks to try to get them to put on the growth. I got some dwarfs here that don't want to do anything. And then I got some here that grow. I don't know. I'm just about 900 parts per million, 6.2 on pH. Feeding them pretty much from 11 to 6, and then I turn it off once the sun goes down behind the trees. That's about it right now. I've got a lot of peppers up here coming. I've planted habaneros come up there, starting to get some of those guys. And then these here, I've been eating on these. These are pimentos, and they really put out a lot. I've been picking a lot of peppers to see if I can get them to reflower. I've been refeeding. Back here is a cherry tomato. I took off some that I grew this winter, and just drop it in water. You can see the roots there that clone up on it. Just a clone tomato plant. That's a Super Sweet 100. That'll go in my Dutch bucket. And then just some peppers back there. As you can see over here, I'm trying to shade the reservoir now. I'm running a pump in it for the NFT. Haven't been too impressed with this yet. I mean, the strawberries plants are growing. I've limited or weeded out, the weak ones that were in there. They just went into the compost pile or out in the garden. All the ones that are in there are healthy. Some are growing better than others. Like I said, I've been pinching blooms, trying to promote more vegetative growth. I mean, but you can see that they've come a long way since I think my last video, but I'm still not very impressed with it. I don't know how well they're going to do in here. It's getting up in the mid-90s in here in March, and that's with both windows open front and back, full ventilation, fans running. So, and then this here, I'm getting a little brown around the edges. I'm not sure what that is because like I said, I think most I've read saying 1,200, 1,800 parts per million on these things. I'm running them about 9, half strength. They don't look underfed, but I wouldn't think I'm feeding enough to burn them, as you can see the tips there. So if anybody has any ideas or tips, I know not many people see my channel, but if you do, I think I got a dozen people that subscribe. But if you got any ideas, hit me up. I'm getting ready to start up the summer. I'm gonna probably clone off of those tomatoes over there, those suckers that are on all those arrays. They've been outside now, but got some beans, like I said, in the ground, and just really waiting on the weather being steady to build my Dutch bucket system along the deck. And then these guys will go in that, and then these guys will go in the soil, some behind a friend's house. And then my lettuce, if you notice, my lettuce is all gone out of here. It was just getting too hot, just major wilting during the day. This cycle of wilt and come back, wilt and come back. I just was tired of fooling with it. It's going to be mostly done outside, or all done outside now, in kind of partial sun shade on the deck. So we'll see how that goes. But get a lot of this stuff moved out of here once it, like those cucumbers, those onions, and then a lot of this stuff, tomatoes will go. But anybody with any ideas on the strawberry grow, some of the leaf issues there, you can see I got some dark tinted in there too. They're kind of getting purple, which you know, like with a tomato, when you get purple veins and leaves, it means they're a little underfed. I don't know if that's the case with if you can see that here with strawberries. But I mean, I'm 900 parts per million. I'm not exactly not feeding them, but I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not overfeeding them, not underfeeding them. So hit me up with that. Comment, like, share, whatever you want to do. And just a novice grower in his greenhouse. I'm gonna grow me a bunch of vegetables this summer. So see how it goes with my strawberries and then my Dutch bucket tomatoes. And I'll be signing off. Thanks for watching.